All right. Do you love it or leave it? Protagonists meet in the first 10% of the story.
Love it. I find when I read, and I'm still reading three, four different novels a week by other authors, I find if I can't identify what the story is about at the very beginning, maybe not the whole, maybe not both, but somebody who I can connect with, I'm probably not going to read much further.
Love it or leave it? Dual point of view narration.
I've never done it. There are scenes when, for example, in Curse, there's a scene where Sophia has a sexual awakening, and that's told from her point of view. I think it would be interesting at some point to do a scene where you go back and forth, but I tend not to do that.
Love it or leave it? Third person past tense.
When I do too much of that, Jim Gaynor, my editor and creative partner, yells at me. So I don't do too much of that.
All right. Love it or leave it? The third act dark moment.
Leave it. I think that comes from my reading a lot of mysteries.
Mm.
I don't like it when suddenly, towards the end of the book, they they throw in something that you didn't see coming and wasn't hinted at. And so think it's for me, it's artificial. I would rather have the story arc build and then develop and get to the ending in a way that's more, I hate to use this word, but it's the only word, is more organic. You know,
Okay.
where the reader feels that you haven't manipulated them. I'm always thinking about how is my reader going to deal with this, and I read a lot of writers who do this, that they the third act breakup. Not my It's not my favorite type of book to read, and I try to write the books that I would like to read. So,
Naturally. Do you love it or leave it? Always end with an epilogue.
oh, love it. First of all, as we all know, you've got to have a series. So these days, so the epilogue gives you that opportunity to seed the next book, but also it gives you a chance to make the happy ending happier. Usually,
Yeah.
not always, but they got married, but then you want to know, did they have children? How did they live? That kind of thing. So I always write an epilogue.
All right. Do you love it or leave it? Always share your research in the author's note.
Oh yes, love it. I write very long author's notes, and in all of my books, we have a Nola Saint James meme, if you will, that every book has a recipe
Hmm.
of something that's been mentioned in the book. And the recipes are either vegan or vegetarian. If not, they can become vegan or vegetarian because I'm a vegan, and it drives me crazy when I get this lovely recipe and I can't eat it and I can't make it. So a recipe with a photograph and a book club questions at the end, and a bibliography of books for more reading about whatever it is that the book is about, or special themes. Uh,
Oh, thorough author's
yeah,
note. And are there any other romance conventions or rules I didn't ask about that you like to break?
it's a great question. I don't know if it's breaking the conventions exactly, but I always want the reader to feel that I have given them a great ending, because I found in my own reading of the last few years that many of the endings, even of people who I admire a great deal, are very unsatisfactory. And
Mm.
it's like the editor said, you've hit 300 pages, you're done, and it drives me crazy. So it has to have a really good ending. The ending has to make me feel like I didn't waste my time reading this. This is something I'd like to give to someone. That's really, really important to me. And also language. I try to use language that is appropriate to the period, which not everybody cares about. And it's really hard to do because sometimes you just miss it. But for example, I might write something like, he closed the barn door after the horse had escaped. Right? Well, that's would seem like it could be in a Regency, but I will go and look that up before I put something,
Mm.
when I write something like that, because I'm not trying to write like Jane Austen. Jane Austen is Jane Austen, but I think when the language that the story is told in is has a contemporary feel, but not contemporary language, I think it gives the reader more of the historical feeling.
Hmm.
And I think that's what, for me, that's what makes Regency books and historical books so interesting and satisfying.